Hello everyone, Seraphin here, welcome back for more Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. When I last left, we just finished up the third floor of the Tower of Valni, and we are moving on today to floor number 4, imagine that. So you'll see this map is laid out a little curiously. We start right at the stairs here on the bottom, but there's two different ways to go. We can't go straight ahead because there's a weak wall there, and yet for some reason, some of our party starts on the other side of that wall already. Yeah, I don't know how that works either. At any rate, we need to loop around either the left or the right side, or both in certain circumstances, I guess, and then push into the middle here, where the boss is waiting, which is a Gwilgi here. I am not a fan of these things. They are very fast, and they hit very hard, so that'll be fun. Moving on, at any rate, so our little splinter force here is going to consist mostly of Vanessa, because she can handle almost all these guys without taking hardly any damage. They have like 11 attack, maybe 12. And she has 10 defense, and she's also fast enough to double them. Well, maybe not fast enough to double them, but she's fast enough to not get doubled by them, which is definitely a case in and of itself. She has 16 speed, so she'll double at least one of them. If she gets one more point, she'll start doubling the rest. We've got Amelia on hand to help clean up if necessary with her pretty decent strength, and then Archer is here for some range damage. We're going to push to the right with Ewan and with Kyle. And I'm going to go this way with Marissa to get her some XP, because she can handle just about everything on this route. But I'll have Natasha on hand to back her up, and Tethys as well. So we are bringing Marissa this time. I forget who I dropped to not bring. Oh, I'm not bringing Calm because I don't want him right now. So that being said, let's get right into it. You'll notice that, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the music is the same in every floor of the tower. It does not change from floor to floor or anything like that. The music's okay. I'm not, I don't dislike it, but it's not the best, especially when you've been listening to it non-stop for however long. So that'll be a kill for Marissa. She's now reached rank C with swords, so she can use her killing edge now, which is nice. But we're just going to stick her with the iron sword still for the time being. And I will bury her up because we want to get Natasha to a reasonable level. How's she doing? She's level 7. That's not bad. So we will send Ewan over here to handle... Let's take out the doog. Oh, I'm not fast enough to take out the doog. And I can't close the distance with Kyle, so we'll just put him right here and let them come to me. Iron Sword should do the trick. We'll have Ewan right behind for some magical support. And, we'll have Tethys go this way. Not that she needs the XP, simply because... Well, she's almost ready to cap in a little bit here, so we use our last barrier on her. Alright, so now we're going to send Vanessa into the thick of it with regards to those doogs in the center here. The nice thing about the tower and all this fun stuff is that, as far as I'm aware, there are no enemy reinforcements on any chapters. Like, they just don't spawn into reinforcements. So I don't have to worry about extra enemies popping out of nowhere and wrecking my day. That just won't happen. So we're gonna put Vanessa right here. I'm gonna give her her Slim Lance so she doesn't lose any speed. And these guys will come at her one at a time, and we will pick them off with her and with Archer. And we'll have Amelia in the back to guard against any onslaughts that come at us, like these Bone Walkers, for example. These guys only do 1 damage to her. There's one that I think does 2 instead of 1, but whatever. It's not really that big of a deal. Yeah, Vanessa's actually got more defense than Kyle right now, which is kind of sad, actually. I don't know why Kyle hasn't been getting any defense level ups like he normally does, but as we've already noticed this entire playthrough, or rather that I've noticed and told you guys, is that all of my units, for the most part, have been getting very abnormal level ups, very abnormal stat increases. Normally, there's like a certain prescribed way, not prescribed way, but like a certain set of stats that most units excel in. But they're certainly moving outside of their norms for the most part in certain circumstances, so... some, however, are fulfilling their niche perfectly, like Marissa here, who has very little strength, but is very fast. So she is exactly as she should be, I suppose. I would prefer it if she wasn't quite so weak, but... in terms of her physical strength and all that. So we're going to park Amelia right here so she can take these Bone Walker hits. And we will mop up the doogs here with Vanessa. She can kill that one. That's good enough. It should get her a level, and I'm hoping she'll get defense and speed. Speed more important than defense, I think, at this point. Strength, speed, and not defense. That's right. I'll take the strength, though. I will definitely take strength for her. Lord knows she needs it. And then I will just nuke one of these doogs with Arter. So you've seen, I think, at this point, all of the monster classes. I don't think there's anything left that you haven't seen, especially with regards to the final chapters in the campaign. We got to see Gorgons, we got to see the Draco zombies, Cyclopses, all that fun jazz. I think that's all there is. I don't think there's anything you haven't seen in terms of monster units. So, that being said, everything you have seen is what we have left to contend with. There's not going to be any, you know, what do I want to say here? There's not going to be any, like, random hidden stuff or anything we need to worry about. It's just going to be rank and file monsters from here on out. Nothing too special. I'm going to dance for Marissa so we can get that other Tarvos down here. Yeah. And there's another Doog up there. I'm going to be careful of him. In fact, I probably don't want to draw out both at once, so I'm going to put her right here. And we'll just use the Iron Sword for the time being. Now we can mop up these silly dudes. Silly Doog. See what I did there? Anyway. I'm hoping we can get Kyle to a respectable level over the course of this particular run, but I'm not going to hold my breath that it's going to be completely possible. We'll see. Thankfully, Ewan is doing work. He's actually quite fast right now, which is great, because Ewan's actually got halfway decent speed growth, and Shamans normally aren't all that fast, particularly because they get weighed down by those dark magic tomes. Those things weigh a solid ton, especially a lot of the higher level ones. Flux isn't so bad. I think it weighs 8. But maybe it only weighs like 7 or something. I'm not sure. I'll check in a minute. But the fact that he's able to double with that reliably is a very big deal. That'll be a level 4 Miss Amelia. She needs more defense, and she's not getting it. She's getting lots of strength and speed, which is not something you necessarily need on an Armor Knight so much. I really need her to get more defense. Although I suppose if she's dodging attacks, she doesn't have to worry about taking them. So I guess you could call it a trade-off. Although defense is a little bit more reliable than speed, simply because you can't always guarantee that you're going to be able to dodge things reliably. And here comes the Doog. Nope. No hit for you. And sadly, she's not quite fast enough to double that guy. Tarvos will be coming down any second. I should double and kill this thing. Yep. Just barely, though. Well, actually, I lied. She got overkill. If she had one more point of strength, it would have been a one-shot, but whatever. Hopefully that boss does not move, otherwise we're going to be in a really bad way. Oh, nice. I'll take a crit. Not going to complain about that at all. Yeah, I don't think the boss moves, but I'm really hoping he doesn't. Otherwise, we're going to be in real big trouble. Really, really big trouble. That guy has a killer bow, too, I just realized. Thankfully, he did not proc his critical hit. That would have been bad. But now he will die for his insolence. How dare you attack Ewan? You will not live to regret it. You know what I could just do? I could use Tethys as like a barrier between me and the stupid Gwilgy. Hey, some more defense. And some skill. He needs that. The dark magic is also not terribly well known for its accuracy. So everything we can get with that regard is also good. Alright, we'll send Kyle up. All we got left is a few Doogs. They're just going to line up one at a time here, so... we'll go Iron Sword. I think I'm strong enough to hit to two hit these guys. And we will dispatch with this Doog here. Because I don't want him lurking around anymore. Let's see if we can get some strength on Marissa here. That'd be ideal, wouldn't it? Nope, still nothing. Level 11 and still no strength. It is what it is. And then we'll see if we can't take out that Tarvos here. I think I can with a steel sword. Nope, not quite. So Killing Edge it is. I like that she's reliably getting critical hits, though. That is very nice. And then I will trade back her iron sword so we don't waste the killing edge, because I only brought the one. And we'll start blowing through this heal staff, because I've only got a few charges left on it. Alright, so a couple of doogs. Not much left beyond this. This is going to be a pretty quick one, I think. So Vanessa's doing okay. What level is she? 13? It's not too shabby. Making sure we stay the heck out of that guy's range. I'm going to let the dude come to me. I don't want to worry about provoking his bigger, badder, meaner self. Really need to get Tethys up there, though, because I don't want anybody else taking a brunt of a hit from that thing. And she has enough luck and speed that she might be able to dodge the guy. Oh, come on. This is why you need strength, because when you can't one-round a Revenant, there's problems. There's big problems. Oh, yeah, I can easily two-hit these guys. As soon as I hit them the first time, and they double Kyle. That's fantastic. I guess me talking up how good Kyle was might have been a little bit premature. Alright, there we go. More crits. At least Vanessa's doing her job, I should say. She's reliably getting kills when I need her to. Alright, let's disable this silly sod here. I mean, he's already dead, technically speaking, so I don't know much more disabling we can do, really. There is an archer up there that I'm going to need to be careful of. I don't need to heal her, so I'll just bury her, I guess. Alright, so let's take out Doog number 1 here. Sadly, I am 1 point of magic shy of one-shotting this thing. But with any luck, Kyle can handle him with one more hit here. You wouldn't think an iron sword would have that big of a problem with hitting things, but sometimes it doesn't work out the way you want it to. Alright, so 2 doogs left. Got an archer over here, and then just the boss, and that's it. But party's looking a little ragged. Normally I don't like splitting them up like this, but given the circumstances, it just makes more sense. Yep, getting doubled by doogs again. Kyle really needs some XP. I need to spend some more time training him, I think. We will dispatch with this silly dude. I'm trying to remember what the boss of the next floor is, as far as what monster type it is, and I'm drawing a blank. Let's get Marissa up here. Again, she's not hurt, so she should be able to handle this archery bonewalker-y guy here without too much issue. Do some more barriering. That'll be level 8 for Natasha. Yep. Magic, skill, I like it. Resistance and luck, perfect. Turning out pretty darn great so far, and she's just about hit A rank with staves already. It doesn't take much, honestly, especially when you're using high-level stuff like barriers. Recover would probably be another good staff to use to get some weapon rank XP, but again, she doesn't need it. She's getting plenty. And unfortunately, I don't think killing this Doog is going to get me a level up on Kyle here. I think he's going to be just shy, which is going to be irritating to say the least. This guy has got this Bonewalker has got sword written all over him. Wouldn't it be great if she crit with an iron sword? Nope. See? I jinxed it. I had to say something. That's okay. We'll just let her go again. It's amazing how infinitely valuable a good dancer is on your team. They really are indispensable. I don't think there's a single instance or a single Fire Emblem game where a dancer is not one of the best members of your team. It certainly is the case in this one, because Tethys is incredible. You actually get 2 dancers, believe it or not, in Binding Blade. Well, actually, you get a dancer and a bard at the same time. Unlike in Blazing Sword, where you do get a dancer and a bard, but not at the same time, because they're functionally the same unit. Alright, so it just leaves the boss dude. We're going to need to be careful, because I don't want to get super immediately wrecked by the thing. So we are going to bring Tethys up as quickly as we can. Might take a minute, only because I gotta wrap myself around this stupid bottleneck here. These long, winding hallways that just take way too long to get through. I don't know whose idea this was, but Whatever. I'm just going to move ahead 4 so I can get Natasha in range to bury her again. Might as well keep letting her have some XP while we're doing this. There we go. That's A rank and staves. Again, completely unnecessary, but... we'll have Ewan on station because I think he'll be able to pack a nice magical punch. This thing doesn't have a lot of defenses, which is good. But the fact that it's so blasted fast and is going to be a little hardier to take down than you might think. We're definitely going to want to make sure we have our healer around for this next part, too. I might be able to just, you know, spam the thing to death and kill it in a single round, but... why don't I go ahead and get people in position for that? Having Kyle's probably a bad idea, considering he'll probably get killed, but we'll try to see if we can make it work. Alright. Get Marissa up here. And Natasha here. Okie doke. I'm going to put Tethys on the pillar. That'll actually give her some extra potential avoidance factor here. So as long as I don't put anybody right on that spot, we're good. I'm going to put Archer here, and you in there, and Vanessa right behind. Alright. This should be fine. He can't one-shot me. He's not powerful enough, so... Even if he had hit me... Alright, I'm pretty much going to need to try to do this in a single round here. If I don't, then we're going to be in big trouble. God, that thing is so creepy looking. I'm not a fan of these Gwilgy guys. Alright, that's a good hit. Nearly half his health already. I'll take what I can get from distance here. Another 10 from Archer is good. I could let Archer have the kill, actually. In fact, I'm not opposed to that plan. We're going to heal up Amelia for some XP. Yeah, you know what? I think Archer could do with a level, perhaps. Is anybody else capable of one-shotting this thing? Not without risking being killed in the process, it seems. I really want to give it to Kyle, but I don't want to risk him dying, so... Yeah, it's unfortunately just not really worth it. So we're going to let Archer do it. And if he misses, we'll have to take a risk with somebody else, but... I think he'll be fine. 78% is a good number, right? Okay, then. I said something, and it came back and bit me in the face. Is anybody surprised? Oh, criminy. This is not good. This is not good at all. I need to take a gamble here and hope that somebody can kill him in a single hit. Do it, Kyle. Oh, thank the Lord. Okay, good. We got him. That was clutch. I hate dealing with those things. Strength and luck. Come on, dude. You need speed and you need defense. Like, he's level 16 and his stats are just abysmal. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next floor because we've got plenty of time still. Probably won't do the whole thing in one go because I think this is a long one. In fact, why don't we take a look real quick? Oh, this is going to be fun. So this is weird, right? We have this big old long hallway that all of our guys are in, nice and evenly spaced. And there's these 4 little side rooms that are just crawling with dudes. They're all Revenants, as you can see here, too. I guess there's the occasional Bone Walker. There's actually a couple of Revenants. There's 2 bosses. There's 2 Entomb bosses. And they don't move, I don't think, but everybody else does, and they just kind of bottleneck themselves and funnel in, and it's going to be fun. This is actually a great map, if I'm not mistaken. This is one of my favorite ones. Just because it's a sheer multitude of dudes, and it's plenty of experience, so... we're actually going to leave... I want to take Kyle just in case, because I need someone a little tanky. Why don't we... This is going to sound crazy. Why don't we leave Tethys behind? No, she's too valuable. I can't afford to do that. This would be a good time to get some weapon experience practice for Calm right now, honestly. So I think what we'll do... You know what? Kyle's level 16 already. He's not going to get much off these guys anyway. We'll just leave him behind. And I'll take Culm instead. So let's get some extra equipment, because we're going to need it. There's a lot of dudes in this map. We need all the gear we can get. I'm going to grab a Nosferatu tome for you, and even though you can't use it yet, but I think that'll change very quickly. I'm going to grab another barrier for Natasha. Let's grab an extra lance for Amelia. I think Marissa's good. Colm could use another sword just in case if we're planning on using him for a while. I might have to scavenge one from Marissa here. That's fine. I'll just trade one when I need one. Actually, I can just give him Kyle's because he's not coming. Alright. I can actually buy more swords too. You have the ability to access a very limited armory when you're in the tower or the ruins. But as you can see, all you get is the most basic weapon of every type, and they're also more expensive than if you had just bought them outside of the tower. So they give you the option to resupply, but very limited levels of resupply. So we're going to have our tanky people near the ends here. I'll put Amelia right there. She's not super duper tanky, but she's better than anything else. Tethys can be right near the middle. We'll have Vanessa there as well. I want to have a magic person on each side, so we'll put Ewan down here. And we'll put Calm down here too, just because. Alright, I think that'll do it. Let's get rolling, shall we? Yeah, let's do it. This is not going to be terribly threatening. These guys, they have decent attack, but they're so slow, and they have a really hard time hitting anything. So I don't think we're really going to be all that in much danger at all, really, this entire map. Which is nice. It's a good change of pace, so... we're going to leave Marissa here. I'll have Archer on station to back her up, just in case. Gotta watch out for that guy. He's got a fetid claw, and those hurt like heck. Archer, on the other hand, should have no issues with single rounding any of these Revenant guys. But that being said, I do not want to put him in the front lines. That would be bad. So we're going to let Calm go to town, I think, on these guys a little bit. And I'll have Amelia go the other direction. No, I'll leave Amelia right where she is. And we'll have... Well, we can probably take out this guy. He's got a Toxin Lance. I don't want to deal with that, so we're going to instantly disable him. Last thing I need is somebody getting poisoned right now. Mostly because, again, I forgot to bring my Restore Staff. Yeah, get out of here, jerk. Ewan, I like how Ewan's actually still getting halfway decent XP from these guys, too, which is nice. You know what, we'll send Vanessa up here, too, just because I want someone else up there to help out, and we'll send Tethys this way instead. And I'll just dance for Ewan real quick. She's like 2 dances away from maxing herself out, which is fine. Alright, let's see how this goes. Hopefully Calm can get some decent levels out of here. I would very much appreciate that. Considering he's a little bit... He's more than a little bit... He's very lackluster right now, unfortunately, so... The nice thing, too, is we can kind of bottleneck these guys into these little corridors. Well, it would be very difficult for more than one of them to attack us at a single time. So it's... And you'll see they just kind of start funneling together and clumping up, and there's not really a lot they can do about it. Ow. Okay, well, didn't want that to happen, but it did. So Calm cannot quite one-round these guys, and by that I mean he really can't even do it at all. I didn't really expect him to be able to, but I was hoping he might be able to. At least Marissa's got a little better dodge ability than Calm does right now. Hey, she crit. Nice. Don't mind if I do. If she gets strength right here, she'll be my best friend. Let's see how this goes. Nope, still no strength. Nothing but skill and speed. It's pretty much all she's gotten this entire time so far. Again, it's not bad, it's just annoying because it's like, I really want other stuff. Oh crap, I forgot about this Bone Walker. You jerk. Leave me alone. That is not nice. Alright, so Calm is going to need a heal, or else he's going to be in trouble. Because he's not fulfilling his mantra as a thief and actually dodging anything. Oh, there are reinforcements. Wow. So I guess that completely negates what I was talking about earlier. So we're just going to sit here and funnel these guys in. Shouldn't be getting hit much at all. Every time I say that, I really need to just shut my mouth. So every time I open my mouth, something bad happens. But we're going to take out this guy. Wow, Archer can't even one-shot these things? Alright, we've got a problem. We have got... Houston, we have a problem. If my light mage can't even one-shot these Revenants, we're going to be in a bad way. We might need to pull back a little bit here just to be on a safe side, but I don't want to go too far back, is the problem. I can double with the Iron Lance, no problem, so we'll just do that. And Vanessa's got decent defense, so... I need to get Natasha somewhere safe. So why don't we go ahead and contend with these suckers. I think Amelia can handle a few rounds with these chumps. I'm hoping that's the case at any rate. What does this guy have? A steel sword? It's not great, but it's not terrible either. Why don't I let Ewan here wreck him? Because now they'll only be able to hit him in one spot, and I think he can handle at least one hit, even with only 5 defense. And we can disable that jerk. And if I'm lucky, he should be fast enough to not get hit. But I digress. He's getting another level, too. That's nice. Level 8. Good, good. Resistance, not terribly useful at the moment, but I'll take it. Oh, good. He can use Nosferatu now. I might actually give that to him. That will allow him to heal off of attacking all these guys. And that one's got a fetid claw. We might need to do that. How much does that weigh him down, though? We gotta be careful. He has 7 con. Flux weighs 8. Nosferatu weighs 14. He's losing 7 speed. That gives him 4. So he actually won't double these guys. So yeah, we can't really afford to give him that. But I will... Oh, jeez, I can't kill him. I don't want to risk getting shot in the face, so... I guess we're going Amelia here. This is not how I wanted this to end, but... Well, it's not over yet. I'm getting ahead of myself here a little bit, but... I gotta be careful, because I don't want anybody to go down right this minute. Still no defense. Come on, Amelia. You're killing me. Alright. Well, we're going to get calling the heck out of dodge, because I don't want him getting picked off on accident. I'll just bring him way up here in the middle so no one can reach him. We'll send Natasha down to meet him halfway. I think we're okay. I think we'll be fine. We'll have to wait and see. So far, so good with the dodging. Keep it up. And just lay down some magical nukes, I guess? Question mark? I guess I'm artificially handicapping myself here by sending in like low-level units to this part of the game. Normally, by this point, you'd have fully leveled units that are just capable of... Oh, crap, baskets. Of course, the fetid claw is the one that hits him. I don't think he can get hit by more than one guy, though. I think one more, and that's all he can get hit by. I'm fairly confident that's the case at any rate. If he gets some more defense, I'll be happy. Wow, he actually did. That could make a difference. That could absolutely make a difference. Unfortunately, we're going to have a flood of Revenants coming out of that side of the wall now. I need to plug that hole somehow. This guy's dead. Come on with this sub 50 hitting me in the face all the time. Man, I really should have brought another healer. Once I promote Ewan, he'll be another healer. Same with Archer. problem is nobody's in promotion range and probably won't be for quite some time. Yeah, he's not going to get hit by that guy, so... Vanessa might be able to kill all these guys. Well, that's not true at all, because she doesn't have a great deal of critical hit chance right now. But she does it anyway! I'm not going to complain about that. That's a level for her. If she gets more strength, I'll be exuberant. Nope, not quite. I'll take luck, though. Luck is good. Her luck is surprisingly low. I thought it was much higher than that. Like, just on a general level, I thought she had more luck than that. Well, Tethys is now surrounded, so that's cool. This guy... Come on with this garbage. Getting really sick and tired of getting hit with like 40%. The problem with fighting monsters, too, is that you can't ever have weapon triangle advantage. There is no weapon triangle advantage against monsters. I'm getting hit by literally everything. This is incredibly annoying. The only issue here is, as soon as I pull my guys back, I'm going to open up the floodgates, and that's going to be a mess. So I really need to just try to stand my ground here. But they're making that very difficult when they're all freaking hitting me. Vanessa hasn't gotten hit yet at all, though. She's pulling a Tana. Which is kind of amusing, really. I was hoping she would crit right there. So yeah, we're going to need to stymie the flow here of dudes a little bit. Thankfully, I have some means of doing that to a limited extent, but... Alright, first things first. We're going to plug this hole with Marissa, I think. I'm going to have her take out this guy. Not with Marissa, with Vanessa, I'm sorry. What did I say? Alright, I'm actually going to take some time to formulate a battle plan here while I figure out what I'm doing, but we're going to resume the remainder of this chapter in the next episode. I told you we're going to break it up a little bit, and I don't think we're able to complete it in one go, so we will finish this up next time, and we will progress on to the next floor after that. So until that time, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys with the rest of floor number 5 and the rest of the tower next time. So until then, this has been Seraphin. Stay classy, internets.